It's a week-long project. It's a learning experience for me as well. While doing this, I tried a lot of freaking times. I tried to put the altar here, ziggurat altar here wouldn't be, but that wouldn't be have enough room for the ziggurat. And the only way you can block inside here is to have two ziggurats here and here, but it wouldn't make any rooms for an altar here or any other building here. If you put a ziggurat here, this gap wouldn't be big enough for anything. So the only way you can block Echo Isles is to do this. Have a you know like the strategy is to block around your necropolis. Therefore, you're going to have create a wall here, and you're going to create a wall here. What you do is have an altar, ziggurat next to the altar, and crypt next to the ziggurat. Then notice where I put my shop. Ziggurats are 3x3, by the way, for those of you who don't know. So your shop cannot be further than three cannot be further than 3x3 away from your crypt. Otherwise, your ziggurat will have a gap between the building next to it and itself. That would be just that would be the suicide versus a Blademaster who knows what he's doing. But anyway, here, see where I put my graveyard. That's gonna guarantee these trees, these trees. I'm talking about these trees will never get chopped down, will never get touched by ghouls, and the ghouls will start walking down these trees. And in late game, these trees will all be gone before these trees gets touched, and these trees of course will be gone. And notice where the ziggurat is, and yeah, here we go. We're gonna see. I see a building, ziggurat, building, ziggurat, building. Yeah, you never want to have two buildings next to each other without a ziggurat. And yeah, I think I scouted because it's my reflex. When I use Undead, I always use my 6 acolyte to scout. Notice now I'm going to use my lich just to test out the gaps. And this gap is sealed. This gap is sealed. Of course, it's kind of pointless to show you because I know exactly why why my lich won't be able to get through. I think I clicked here. That's why the lich is trying to go down there. I tested these gaps, and notice my acolytes are so far away. I say this is about 1200 range away that they wouldn't be damaged by any other range hero. The ranged heroes all have 600 range, so therefore there's no way they can touch me. And that's for Echo Isles, 2 o'clock. I'm gonna move to Gnoll Wood. This map gave me the biggest headache during my project, and because it's so freaking hard to spawn at the right point that I wanted to, because there's 6 spawns, and say I've done 3 of them, and the other 3 I can never get it. On like 6 tries. I have to do like a lot of tries, and anyway, this is 10 o'clock on Gnoll Wood, and notice where my altar and we're at ziggurat. Therefore, the altar and the ziggurat is going to seal off this gap, and of course this gap. And all I need is a crypt here. I'm gonna hurry up this replay and show you guys. This is really easy on 10 o'clock on Gnoll Wood. Here we go. Now your base is blocked. Notice my acolyte went in and out of this gap, but heroes won't be able to get through. I'm just hurry up the replay and show you guys when my lich comes out. I wouldn't be able to get through any of these gaps. Yeah, Gnoll Wood gave me the biggest headache because I think I spent like almost half an hour just to get spawned at 4 o'clock. My computer for some reason wouldn't want me to spawn at 4 o'clock, and then notice my lich wouldn't be able to get through any gaps. So there you go. Remember that formation. The altar, ziggurat, and crypt can block a lot of bases for you, but you cannot leave any gaps open for anybody. And I'm gonna move on to Gnoll Wood. I think it's 12 o'clock is next. Yep, 12 o'clock is next. And I'm gonna show you guys how to block base on 12 o'clock, which is the toughest. I think one of the toughest tasks to do on Gnoll Wood at 12 o'clock. If you're an Undead player playing a ladder game and you spawn at 12 o'clock on Gnoll Wood, you need to curse whoever you believe. Say I don't know what your religion is, just to curse that god to spawn you at 12 o'clock. Because this is the toughest task. Look at this. Look at this gap between the trees here and here. Your strategy, I tested out. I test every single way possible. The most effective way is to go from this tree to this tree. And notice this is exactly what I'm doing here. To to have a crypt here and altar ziggurat crypt. So this from here to here is completely sealed. Now I'm gonna get a shop, I think, and I think somewhere here. I think you need a third ziggurat for this base block. So by the way, this is not the only base block you can get. You can get other. There are other ways to get base blocks. And it looks like I'm measuring. I'm using the acolyte to measure. And I don't think this ziggurat can seal it here. Maybe you will. I don't know. But it took me long enough to figure it out that will or will not. Here's a lich I'm gonna summon, and let's see if there's a graveyard, and so these trees are gonna get chopped down here. Maybe after I should have put my graveyard here, but anyway, there's a ziggurat. Notice how notice my lich is stuck in there. I had to cancel that ziggurat and rebuild it. Then I'm gonna test it out. Um, yeah, I think this can do it. It took me a long time to figure this out, to figure this base block. And notice there's no gaps between the buildings because the ziggurats are next to the buildings, so the one building buffer is gonna get sealed off. So that's it. That's how you block it for Gnoll Wood 12 o'clock, and I'm gonna move on to Gnoll Wood 2 o'clock. Um, Hope you guys appreciate my effort, even if you don't enjoy the video. I spent a lot of freaking hours on this, and not counting the time that I compile and make the video, just counting the time that I try every single freaking space strategy, and I'm gonna present you guys the most effective ones. So you don't have to get the nerving tower, and of course you wouldn't delay any of your tier 2 attack. Here's the 2 o'clock. This is one of the easiest spawn points on Gnoll Wood, which is good news for you if you ever spawn on here. Notice where the altar is next to this tree. I should have mentioned this earlier in the video, but if you're an undead player, you want to properly base block versus Blade Master, and your necropolis wouldn't block you for crap. Wouldn't even block a fat chick for you. Wouldn't even block a sweaty, hairy fat chick for you. That's just yeah. That you needed everything else you can get hands on. Therefore, you need trees. You need building buffers like the ziggurats, and of course one of the few I think one of the few maps you need 3 ziggurats to properly block it for you. Here's a shop. This is my playing style. This is strictly to my playing style. This is not the only way to block it, because the crypt and the shop, they're exactly the same size. So you can switch these 2 buildings around. But I like my shop to be accessible, so I'm in front of the base. But that also spells because the shop is the most fragile building in any race. Well, burrow maybe, but shops are the most fragile building in any race. Therefore, if you put it on front of your base, most likely it's going to be the first target when you get pushed. So that's the downside of it. But anyway, here comes a crypt. I'm gonna remember to cover the building exits. I'm gonna start it in this video anyway. In building exits, notice your altar. Say, take for example, your altar every building has 4 exits in Warcraft 3. It's an exit on 2 o'clock, exit on 4 o'clock, this exit, and the exit on 8 o'clock, and exit on 10 o'clock. So these 4 corners, top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, these 4 corners are the building exits of any building. Therefore, if you have one of your production buildings as a part of the base blocking, like what I'm doing using the crypt and the altar, you need to make damn sure you don't get your hero stuck behind buildings. What I mean by that, if you getting summoning hero and you set your rally points here, and the hero is gonna come out of this corner here, and then you get screwed because you base block so perfectly, and your hero stuck your hero inside. So therefore, if you use your buildings as a part of the base block, you actually need to set your rally points properly just to make sure they don't get stuck behind your perfectly blocked base. I'm gonna show you guys some what I meant later in the games. Later this video, I actually get a couple fiends stuck inside due to bad rally points. and there's a fiend gonna come out. I rally point my fiend to my hero. I rally point my crypt to my hero, and here we go. Now I have enough. I'm gonna crew up another fiend. And notice once if I rally point my fiend to one of the lumbers, which I didn't meant to do, the fiend's gonna come out of this exit point because it's closest to my rally point. Therefore, if your hero, that's when you need to be careful if you ever get in trouble with your hero. I mean, if you ever get in trouble with your unstuck units. Anyway, this concludes Gnoll Wood on 2 o'clock, so I'm going to stop this video. I hope you guys remember this. I'm going to show you guys again. Crypt, altar, and 2 ziggurats in the middle. This is the most effective way to block it. Of course, you can switch these buildings around. It wouldn't make a difference. You can have your altar here, and then